Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today it is time for episode number 25 of our FIFA 15 West Ham United career mode here on Xbox 360 and in today's episode, you are going to be seeing a heck of a lot. Of course, all the transfers, we're going to be seeing two games against Cardiff and first of all against Manchester United. And you're also going to be seeing deadline day for this summer transfer window. But before we get into any of that, it's time to confirm the goal of the season from Season 1. And you guys voted for Goal B, Stuart Downing, that goal against Leicester to be your goal of the season for Season 1. It wasn't one I was actually expecting, and I unfortunately forgot to put it in last episode, so I do apologise for that. I was actually expecting Jetro Willems to win with his goal against Manchester City, but as you can see there, goal of the season for Season 1 there from Stuart Downing. That was Season 1, however, we now need to firmly focus onto Season 2, and the first news for today's episode is that Mauro Zarate actually got injured in the first game of our BPL season against Stoke with a hyperextended knee. He'll be out for 3 weeks, meaning he will in fact miss both games of today's episode. We're now going to get into the first game of this episode, going to move swiftly into this one because I've got to cover so much. That's why this episode is unfortunately so long. Do bear with me, do watch the whole thing because I implore you. I promise, I've got some things waiting in the wings. In the meantime, we're going to get into this first game. Fabian Delph making his full debut, I do believe. I don't think he played. Did he play in the Stoke game? I can't remember. He's at defensive mid. Ravel Morrison replacing Wijnaldum, who was a little bit tired. Downing and Ayew there as the wingers with Sacco and Ener Valencia up front. But immediately here in the third minute, Ener Valencia going forward, cutting inside there and forcing a good but easy save there from David De Gea. Into the 13th minute, 10 minutes later, and now United are clean through. Fantastic touch there from Van Persie, and clinical as ever from the Dutchman on his left foot. Nothing Scuffet could do. My defenders getting in the way of each other, and for some reason the replay doesn't really work. That was in the 13th minute. Now 3 minutes later there, United with some very hesitant defending as we've gone behind. Of course, Valencia cuts inside, and that is a fantastic finish from Valencia. The instant reply after some very, very poor defending there from United. Fantastic cut inside, then the strike smacking against the post there. No chance for De Gea, and it's 1-1 in the space of 4 minutes. Good goal from Van Persie, and then a very good goal from Ener Valencia. But now, into the 27th minute there, a defensive mistake from Titi, and that is going to allow Wayne Rooney to score, make it 2-1 now, just 10 minutes later, into the 28th minute. Scuffet unlucky, makes the original save, but it does fall kindly for Rooney to put in the rebound. Now, in the 41st minute, Morrison steaming into the area. It wasn't really a goal I really wanted to score, but he does blaze it over the bar. Anyway, it would have been slightly sweaty if he did in fact score. Sacco, though, skipping past the challenge right into injury time in the first half and forcing a fantastic save there with his left foot there from David De Gea. But what a challenge that is from Fabian Delph. That's exactly why we signed him in that defensive midfield role. It falls there for Morrison against Raphael, who's out of position, but his pace does mean he can recover and steal the ball back from Morrison. Nice cushion pass there from Ayew to Morrison, who now finds Downing, then Sacco on the edge of the area. He's going to through ball it though to Morrison, and a fantastic one-handed save there from David De Gea from that first time shot there from Valencia, and De Gea was really the man of the match, although he did flap, at that corner coming in. Fantastic block there from Samuel Umtiti as well a few minutes later. Now Ener Valencia deciding what he needs to do, gives it to Sacco. Fantastic back heel there, and Ravel Morrison actually hits the post. It then bounces off David De Gea for a corner. Nothing comes of it, and we are really starting to apply some pressure. Diafra Sakho with a fantastic ball through, and Ravel Morrison finally equalises for us. We've been massively on top of this game in this second half, and a fantastic ball through there from the Senegalese striker Diafra Sakho, and a brilliant touch and then finish from Ravel Morrison in the 73rd minute to make it 1-1. Andre Ayew there tackled, and that is almost one of the best accidental strikes ever. I was actually meant to tackle. Ended up pressing B when we were in possession of the ball, and it was a fantastic shot. But speaking of fantastic shots, Arturo Vidal completely selling my defender and then blasting it past Simone Scuffet. Unfortunately, in the 86th minute, didn't really cover it. Unfortunately, I was talking about something else. But a last gasp winner there for United. As you can see from the stats, we deserved to get a point out of the game. Extremely disappointing and extremely frustrating. We didn't get anything out of the game because we dominated the second half. Really got sucker punched in the end there by Vidal. Some poor defending from myself, really costing us those 3 games. Very entertaining game, but we do in fact lose very unfortunately there very late on, despite really deserving to get something out of the game. So we're now going to burst into some transfers and having a look at some of the suggestions from last episode from you guys in the comment section. Now the first one was Danny Ings, a good friend of mine, reviewed TIJ, actually suggested this one to me in the comment section, and it is a very good suggestion because we were looking at Amin Musa, of course, who's a very pacey striker, and that's what I feel we're lacking, that absolutely ridiculously quick striker. Martin Braithwaite is another example from Toulouse, the Danish striker. We're also looking at him. And yeah, we just need that striker to be able to to make counter-attacking a little bit easier, because that's something we have been struggling with, because there's not a huge amount of pace going forward. We've got a lot of power and skill, being Valencia, Sacco and Zarate, but the raw pace isn't really there. So that's the type of striker we're going to look at. We're also looking at a depth centre-back as well to try and sign in on loan. Karim Rekic is the first one of those. We've also got Nathan Ake here of Chelsea. We actually signed an Aston Villa career mode, putting future fees for all of the players you're about to see of £3 million on Rekic, on Ake of Chelsea, and we'll also do the same for John Stones, although we're not likely to sign him. This is all in terms of depth, just to replace James Tompkins, who was of course sold to Newcastle for £4.2 million, just to try and cover that one off and get some centre-back depth. As you can see though, we were rejected by Everton and Chelsea for those loan-to-buy offers, and also by Toulouse for Martin Braithwaite, because they were not interested in Modibo Maiga, who we put in the deal. However, the loan-to-buy offer from Manchester City was rather more tactfully rejected, because they actually said they didn't want to sell him afterwards. So I'm fine with that. I don't have to buy him. All I want to do is loan him in. So we're just going to take off the future fee and just loan him in normally. So Karim Rekic hopefully now will be joining in on loan from Manchester City. I do believe he's 73 stat. Also heard back from Burnley about Danny Ings. They want a little bit more money for Danny Ings, 4.9 million instead of 4 million, which we originally put on. We can afford to do that, so we're going to go ahead and do that bid. Modibo Maiga also going in the opposite direction in that deal, so thank you to the guy who suggested, of course, Danny Ings, and it looks as if we may just be able to steal him from Burnley at the end of this transfer window. But now jumping into the second game of this episode against Cardiff, experimenting with a different type of formation today, a very attacking one with an attacking midfielder and three-pronged attack. Got Wijnaldum, Andre Ayew, Alan Traore and Delph all playing, so all those guys, the new signings of course, and Ener Valencia up front. Alan Traore is now going to combine with Ener Valencia for the first chance of the game, and he's cut inside very, very easily, and he actually scores there at the near post. Ener Valencia with a very easy goal there. Some poor defending from Cardiff, and Marshall will be disappointed to be beaten at his near post. So 1-0 here very early on in this game. Fantastic save there from Scuffet from the header there from Maynard, and towards the back post is going to fall for Maynard again, and again the save there from Scuffet. Cardiff really getting back into this game. Some poor defending there from myself, and another cross into the box again for Maynard, and this time it's third time is the charm, because Maynard does in fact equalise. Cardiff were very much on top, so I can't really complain about that. But now Stuart Downing set away in the 41st minute. He cuts inside. He's not going to pass it to Valencia, but he does find Ayew on the overlap. Surely he'll score, but what a save that actually is with the midriff there by Marshall. So Ayew putting it wide, but he's going to get another chance here, cutting inside yet again, and this time he does in fact score right on the edge of half-time to make it 2-1 and to restore our lead. A very nice goal. I'm not actually showing many of the replays, just so I can fit a little bit more into this game. It's a very exciting one right at this point in time, and Valencia going forward again now into the second half, and a good save there from Marshall. But now look at this, Cardiff almost scoring there with Bergstaller on the edge of the box there, but side-footing it just wide. Now into 55th minute, some lovely skill there, the roulette from Alan Traore, and again with a ball roll past Fabio, then he goes past Ekwele Mango with the pace, and now surely he's going to score, and he does. What an individual goal that is from Alan Traore, our new signing of £4.3 million, showing off some incredible pace, power, strength, and the finish in the end, the left foot strike there. What a goal that is from Alan Traore, immediately becoming a fan favourite, and Traore almost scoring again there with that long shot. Of course, he's got 86 long shots. You should know that, of course, when we signed him, that's pretty much the reason I did sign him at all. Delph then setting through Valencia, good save there from the goalkeeper, but what a goal again. Jetro Willems from the corner, the left back, scoring another beautiful goal. He's only scored 2 goals for us since joining from PSV, and they've both been absolutely incredible goals, curling it past the Cardiff goalkeeper straight from the corner. That lovely corner technique that does go to the edge of the area, and Willems was there. What a goal that was to make it 4-1. 2 fantastic goals in this game. We go forward yet again now into the 87th minute. Sacco there with a cutback, pulling it back to Wijnaldum, who started the move, and he sweeps it into the bottom corner past Marshall. Nothing the goalkeeper can do, and this is now becoming a very convincing win. 5-1 there. Wijnaldum with his first goal for the club, of course. Ayew and Wijnaldum and Traore all getting their first goals for the club. We wouldn't in fact win the game 5-1 because Adam Lafondra did in fact get a late goal there into injury time. But what a win this is. Matt Jarvis though is on the ball. He's going to give it to Alan Traore as the game in fact starts to peter out there. Traore going for the strike. Oh my goodness, no, cut the music, cut This is ridiculous. Alan Traore has scored an absolutely stunning goal into the top corner to make it 6-2 in this game. Again, we had a 6-2 last season as well against QPR, and away from home at the Cardiff City Stadium. Alan Traore, the star of the show. 6 goals, 4 of them scored by our new signings. Traore, unsurprisingly, with man of the match after 2 absolutely spectacular goals. We went through goal of the season at the start of the episode. There's 2 contenders already. Fantastic ratings as well for Valencia, Ayew, and of course Wijnaldum as well. And you thought that was it, didn't you? You thought that was the end of the episode. Well, you'd be very wrong, because we've had 2 incredible games. Now it's time to get into transfer deadline day, just in case we hadn't done enough. We're also offering a loan deal there. As you can see, Karim Rekic, that loan offer for Karim Rekic, that's just confirmation there. That was accepted by Manchester City. But as you can see, I also got a comment last episode to bring back Bril Donald Dembolo on loan. That was accepted straight away the next day by Basel. So it looks as if we're going to be loaning in Bril Donald Dembolo, of course, the absolute beast from last season. We can't go into another season of West Ham career mode without him. We're also making an improved offer there for Danny Ings for £4.9 million plus Modibo Maiga, now accelerating into deadline day, as you can see there in the background. And that offer for the Burnley striker is in fact accepted there by Burnley. So we're now going to go ahead and make an offer there, the contract offer, 30 grand a week and a 4-year contract for the 23-year-old Burnley striker. That is in fact promptly accepted the next hour, and we are now about to complete a hat-trick of signings. Just bam, 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 triple signing after a 6-2 game. I said this was an unmissable episode in the title, and it genuinely is, because we're now about to make 3 awesome signings. Danny Ings, the striker from Burnley, confirmation, £4.9 million plus Modibo Maiga. He is joining. Next up to join the club is Bril Donald Dembolo. This, of course, only a loan offer, the 18-year-old 69 stat. Amazing striker. Forget about his stat, because he plays absolutely awesomely. That is confirmed. He's been loaned in. Very much last gasp move, that one, right at the end of the transfer window. And now Karim Rekic, the 20-year-old centre-back, 73 stat with unending potential. He's Dutch from Manchester City on 40 grand a week. We've just about got enough budget to complete all 3 of these signings, and what a hat-trick of signings this is after an incredible set of games. There you can see just confirmation. I'll go through all the transfers next episode and show you the squad and the squad report and the starting squad, because obviously I know I've made quite a lot of transfers in this transfer window, so I'll explain them all next episode and show you all the stats of those guys, because I know it's quite a lot to take in because it's been such a long and ridiculously just explosive episode. So I'll go over that next episode, don't worry about that. In the background you'll see the table. I won't explain that because we're only 3 games into the episode, but I really hope you did 3 games into the season, sorry, but I really hope you did enjoy this episode. Feel free to leave a like if you did. If we could smash 50 likes on this episode, that would be absolutely awesome for literally the unmissable episode. I'm sure we can do that because I'm sure you will have enjoyed it. Feel free to comment about the video if you enjoyed it that much, and subscribe if you are new around here. Feel free to tell me how what you thought of those transfers as well right at the end. Were Danny Ings, Bril Donald Dembolo and Rekic a good set of signings? I also apologise for how long this video has been, but with how action-packed it's been, I'm hoping you'll be able to forgive me. But in the meantime, it has been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.